Welcome back to Misty and Ike. We have something to report.
Lottery winners have bad luck.
And in other news, I just won the lottery.
I'm going home now. Stay away from me.
No, but what we mean by bad luck is that 70% of 90% of the 80% of people that win the lottery are back to their pre-lottery standard of living within
a year.
4 to 7
right?
years. 4 to 7 years.
Right.
Yeah. So what we're going to talk about today is some of the misfortunes that have happened to people who have gotten into the lottery.
Yep. Bad luck lottery winners. I'm Misty.
And I'm Ike.
The next 15 minutes,
We're going to debate pop culture.
my background's in music.
My background's in film,
I know the topics beforehand.
and I don't.
We check the internet for the facts.
And ruin it with opinions.
From pop rocks in your lunchbox.
To Happy Meal toys and Swatch clocks. Okay.
So, you know what? Money can't buy you happiness.
Money. It's
Buy
a
me
thing.
love.
Oh, that's another one.
Yeah.
Tell us about someone who won the lottery and then wished they hadn't.
Okay. So this one's real bad.
Yeah?
There's this guy from Florida named Abraham Shakespeare.
Abraham.
He won $30 million in the Florida lottery in 2009.
Okay.
So somewhere around, let's see. He disappeared very, very shortly after he won. Mm-hmm. And he was reported missing in November of 2009. So this is like real soon after.
Yeah.
Right? So they found his body under a slab of cement in a backyard in January of 2010. He had been there.
That's some mafia stuff right there. Cement.
Right? He had been there since the end of April 2009. So literally right after he won the lottery.
Who did it?
So there's this woman named Dee Dee Moore that was found guilty for his murder and sentenced to life in prison. People say that she worked at the bank that he banked at.
What?
Yeah.
You can't even
And
go
that
deposit your lottery without the bank lady being like, I'm going to get you, bro.
She paid to have him killed and took over his accounts.
Yo, that's messed up.
Right?
That's messed up.
That's really bad.
And that's why you don't go to Bank of America, everybody.
I bank at Bank of America.
Well, you should switch to Chase Business Class for businesses.
I disagree.
This episode's brought to you by Chase for Business.
And Bank of America.
But more Chase for Business.
And Bank of America.
And also, okay, let's not. I got one.
Yeah.
Where's that lady? Man, sorry, I just had it.
Is this a New Jersey lady?
Yes.
This
Evelyn
story makes me mad.
Basorani Adams. Yeah. This lady won the lottery in 1985 and 1986.
Consecutive lottery winnings.
Yeah. I have a personal theory that she took her money from 1985 and bought so many lottery tickets that she won 1986.
Sure. Maybe.
Maybe. But her total winnings were $5.4 million.
Okay.
She went to Atlantic City and she done gambled all her money away by 2012. She was broke and living in a trailer park with 2 jobs. Not one, but 2 jobs. I think I have a picture of her.
I just don't it's Atlantic City. It's so gross.
I don't have a picture of her.
Like, if you're going to go gamble, take your winnings to somewhere that's actually livable. Not Atlantic City. Ugh.
You got another one?
I do. So this one's pretty jacked up. Jeffrey Dampier.
Ooh, yeah, I see that one.
He won $20 million in the Illinois lottery in 1996. His death came 9 years later in Tampa, Florida, where he was a popcorn entrepreneur.
Ugh.
Now, this story starts out great because I love that he took his money and followed his dream. He was like, I want to own a popcorn shop. Like how simple?
Did he buy a factory or just a store?
No, he owned a place called Cassie's Gourmet Popcorn in Tampa.
That's the dumbest.
He was just I just want to live a simple life running my popcorn shop. and, putting cheese and caramel on popcorn in tins.
If you got $20 million, you can have the world's worst popcorn shop and still stay in business forever.
Exactly. He was just like, this is my thing. So this is where it gets really jacked up. He was kidnapped in 2005 by his wife's sister and her boyfriend.
Well, there's a reason for that.
Okay, here's where things get a little weird. Mm-hmm. So Victoria Jackson, his wife's sister, her boyfriend was Nathaniel Jackson. Why do they have the last name?
The 15th president of the United States?
I don't think so, but...
That was a solid joke, man. That was a solid joke.
I don't think so. But it was a solid joke, but I had to think, like, was his name really Nathaniel?
I don't know if it was the 14th president.
I don't know if he was the 14th or 15th. Shit. So, prosecutors say that the two tied his hands together with shoelaces and forced him in a van. They drove him around, and the boyfriend handed the gun to his girlfriend and says, shoot him or I'll shoot you. Well, he ain't got no gun anymore. He handed her the gun.
Hold up.
This just gets stupid.
Stupider and stupider.
Stupider and stupider.
Here's the deal. I'm got a gun on you.
Yeah. Shoot him or I'll shoot you. Why don't you just shoot him?
I would be like, you know what? Go ahead and give me the gun. I will shoot him. And then as soon as I get the gun.
And that's what she did. I would shoot him.
I'm like, you can't tell me what to do.
Right?
No.
So, apparently Victoria squeezed the trigger, firing it into the back of Dampierre's head and killing him. And then it comes out later that the lottery winner guy had a sexual relationship with his sister-in-law, Victoria, and gave her all these presents from his lottery earnings, and then she's the one that killed him.
He should have stuck to popcorn balls.
Right? Like, you think in your head, this story is like, so like, oh, he's just going to live this simple life making popcorn. And that's just wonderful. And then you're like, oh no, he was cheating on his wife with his sister-in-law. Her and her husband kidnapped him, or her and her boyfriend, and then they killed him.
This should have been our first Murder Monday.
It really should have.
But I'll tell you where he went wrong.
Tell me.
My article that I got here,
yeah,
it says he spent most of his earnings on those around him.
Oh, okay.
He sent 38 members of his family on a 7-day Caribbean
cruise. He
cruise.
is that same stupid person?
Yes.
There are not 38 people I want to be trapped in a room with, let alone a boat.
No, but then you know what you're doing? You're going, hey, 38 potential murderers. I have $20 million and probably a will in a safe somewhere, and I've been giving y'all cars and giving y'all houses, and I started my little popcorn thing. You don't tell 38 people that you're rich by taking them on a 7-day cruise.
Yeah.
Nuh-uh. You deserve everything you got, popcorn Jeffrey Dampier.
Popcorn entrepreneur.
They call him Popcorn Jeff now.
They do. Now that he's dead.
Man.
Dead. All right, what you got?
Oh, man. Here we go. This is a different article all in one. 5 reasons you don't want to win the lottery.
Tell me one.
Number 1, you like being married.
Oh, yeah. Everyone gets divorced.
Debt can put a lot of strain on our family, but few unfortunate lotto winners prove that riches can be. Camera on me when I'm reading, please, sir. Thank you. And it just lists a ton of people who've gotten divorced.
Yeah. Here's what I think I would do. If I was married and I won the lottery, I would look at that person and go, you know what? Let's split this right down the middle, 50-50, and go our separate ways. Let's just get divorced, right? Like immediately.
100%. Oh, what about that lady that homie won the lottery and the next day got cyanide poisoning?
I was just going to tell you about this. Rouge
Let me finish real quick. Let me just do these. I'll do them real quick. Top 5 reasons you don't want to win the lottery. You don't like being married. You don't want to be killed. Bankruptcy is unappealing to you. You are superstitious, or your life isn't that bad. My life ain't that bad.
Yeah.
I always thought that the lottery would help me out, but I don't want
after
it now.
reading all this. So this guy, a 46-year-old immigrant from India, owned 3 dry cleaning businesses in Chicago, and he won $1 million in a scratch-off Illinois lottery game. He said at the time that he won, he planned to use the money to pay off bills, his mortgage, and make a contribution to St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital.
Oh.
That would never happen, though. Khan died 1 day after the state of Illinois cut him his check. He threw up blood the same day. The medical examiner first ruled that he had died from natural causes. 6 months later, authorities said they had conducted further tests at the request of a relative that they did not name and determined it was cyanide poisoning.
Don't be eating that biscotti.
One day after he got the check, he died.
Yeah, it's like, hey, Misty, did you just win the lottery yesterday?
Yep.
I'm like, yep. Okay, here's some cyanide.
Right.
I'm going to take
Have some cyanide.
Bruh.
But one day, I wouldn't have even had time to like go and put the money in the bank and be like, okay, I need to like say who this goes to if I die.
Oh, yeah, you wouldn't have even gotten your money yet.
Yeah.
Here's the other messed up thing.
People are dumb.
Do you know where to get cyanide right now?
I mean, the dark web. Not that I know how to get there.
But that's the thing. She,
like,
she already had it.
Right?
You can't even
They were planning that
There's
shit.
no Amazon Prime for cyanide, bro. You're not getting it
not.
overnight shipping.
Yeah. You know what? I would... Not that I've thought about this, but there are actual natural plants that can kill you the same as cyanide, and they are much more easily obtainable.
As your attorney, I would advise you to say the word allegedly at this time.
Allegedly. Oh my God, I thought that there was something crawling up my leg. It was just this cord.
Misty had an epic battle with a lizard yesterday.
Oh my God, I did! There was a lizard here in the studio.
Not in the studio.
No.
Don't.
I mean, he was in the front.
We should have had... We
front.
called him Rodney. We should have had him battle it out with Ralph. We got another little
He was
critter
pretty
that lives in
cute.
here. Anyway, you want to know the creepiest one that I found?
Okay, yeah.
Alex and Rhoda Toth won $13 million in a Florida lottery in 1990. Do you know what their annual 20-year payout would be?
No, tell me.
$600,666.66. Yeah. Yeah.
Mark of the beast.
They were poor before winning.
And then they were marked by Satan.
Lived lavishly for several years, but crashed hard and were charged with tax fraud. The Tampa Bay Times reported in 2006. Alex suffered a stroke and died before the trial, but Rhoda pleaded guilty, served 2 years in prison, was ordered to pay $1.1 million to the IRS. Let me tell you something. If you tell me that I got two options, you have a lump sum, or for the next 20 years, we're going to stamp Satan all over your check. No, thank you. I will take, first of all, you're supposed to take the lump sum because you can invest that money, and your money now is worth more than your money later.
Right.
But they're probably like, oh, it'd really be nice to get $600,000 a year for 20 years. We can't mess that up.
Well, and don't you think that they could have been like, hey, will you do me a solid and pay me $669,000, like, and try and find a way to adapt one amount of it so that forevermore it wouldn't be 666.
Yeah. I would say auto draft 412
Mathing.
$12,345 every year. So then it would be 654,321.
That would be better.
Yeah.
You know what? We just
Math.
not long ago we had 4-3-21.
Yeah, I think it was Friday or Saturday.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep.
4, 3, 2, 1.
That was and as of this recording, it was a week ago.
Yeah, a week ago.
2 weeks ago.
Okay, so here is one that blows my mind a little bit.
You want to see that? Can I show them the article? That dude
you
in the
can
hat?
show them the photo. There's some pretty unique looking.
Is that a married couple?
It's not. It's not. That is his granddaughter. So
you win the lottery, you get yourself a granddaughter, if you know what I'm saying.
Gross. Ew. Ooh.
Oh, we got to do the strip club one.
Oh yeah, that guy's so dumb.
I'll look for it.
Okay. So Jack Whitaker was already worth $17 million when he won $15 million.
I heard about this dude. Yep.
So after his winnings, he had hundreds of $1,000s in cash stolen from his cars, home, and offices. He pled no contest to assaulting and threatening to kill a bar manager. He was arrested twice on drunk driving charges and accused of groping women at a racetrack. But that wasn't the worst of it. In 2014, his 17-year-old granddaughter, Brandy Bragg, was found wrapped in a tarp under a junked van outside her boyfriend's house. State
tarp?
police, she was dead.
You can't afford nothing better than a tarp.
It was outside of her boyfriend's house. Her boyfriend wasn't the guy that won the lottery. It's her grandpa.
Wait, is this Jack Whitaker?
Yeah.
Remember that strip club story?
No.
Same dude.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Okay, so apparently she died of a drug overdose, and then her mother, his daughter, later died of unknown causes. Both Whitaker and his wife said that they wish they had torn the ticket up.
So
now tell me about the strip club part of it.
They don't say what year, but after he won, Whitaker donated a lot of money to churches and charities, but this did not stop the curse from following him. First, $545,000. That's over one half of $1 million.
One half of $1 million out of a car.
It was stolen from his car while he was at a strip club. A second time, $200,000 was stolen and then later recovered. Let me tell you something, folks. If you are going to a strip club,
you do not need to take $500,000.
Well, maybe you do. But if you are going to a strip club with $545,000, what do you do with that money, Misty? Buy the strip club.
Exactly.
That was your idea.
It was. That's what I said. You could just buy the damn thing.
But look, that's fine. You got $315 million, right? Plus the 17 you already had. So
right.
you have $330 million. Let's just chop it in half for taxes. You got $150 million.
Yeah. I could do pretty all right with that.
Okay, but that means you have 300 chances to spend $500,000. Mm-hmm. If you get $500,000 stolen out of your car, A, stop going to strip clubs. You need to get right with the Lord and go to church. And B, why would you ever have that much cash a second time to be stolen?
It makes absolutely no damn sense.
I bet you he probably had $4 million on him, and he lost a bunch at the racetrack, and then he had $545 left when he went to the strip club later that day.
You might be correct. You really might.
And if your daughter and your granddaughter are on pills, that's right, I'm going to be Judgy McJudgerson. If your daughter and granddaughter are on pills, buy a rehab center.
Right? You
and
could send them literally to
the
best rehab center in the world. Like,
I'm
you've
mad
got
at
the
you,
money.
Jack Whitaker. I'm mad at you, son.
Well, you know what? Jack is what's going to take us out of this episode.
Oh, is it over already?
Yeah. Can you believe that?
Dude, that's 15.
Lots of bad luck lottery.
Yep. Well, we hope y'all don't win the lottery.
Don't win the lottery, please.
Yeah. And since it's Thursday,
we'll see you tomorrow.